Question number 10. So question number 10 says select the correct drop down option to complete the problem below. All right. The function dash, all right, that's either A, B, C, all right, would have a graph shown below. Okay. So let's first answer that first part. So we see that this graph is not a line like what we're used to. So we're normally used to seeing a line that looks something like this. All right. Here we see a straight line, okay? So whenever you see a straight line like that, that means you're not having a slope because it's not changing, all right? When you see something like this, that means it has a slope, all right? Because as your line is progressing more and more to the right, it's changing, all right? So this has a slope. This right here has no slope, all right? So again, this right here has no slope, all right? So that means you're not going to have anything that has an x beside of it, all right? So again, no slope means you do not have, so again, this is a general form for a line, all right? And if I'm saying no slope, that means that I have no m, so I have no mx, all right? So it's going to look something like that, okay? Because it's crossing the y-axis, it's going to be y equal to whatever that y-intercept is. And right here, I'm seeing it intercepting at +4. So I'm going to say the answer for this line is y equal 4. All right? So that answer here would be B. Okay? If you wanted to see x equal 4, this is what x equal 4 would look like. It would be a straight line at 4. All right. So again, this is x equal 4, and this right here at 4 would be y equal 4. All right. Not 4x because it's not a slope. Okay. So now let's try to finish out the rest of the question. So it says the function's domain, all right, of dash and range of dash. So I need to identify the domain and the range. Okay. Domain are x values. So domain are x values, okay? So whenever you're looking at x values, you're looking from left to right, okay? So when I'm looking at left to right on my graph, I see an arrow here. So that means it's somewhere all the way to the left. The more and more I go to the left is the more negative I'm getting. Because I'm seeing an arrow, I'm saying it's going on and on and on forever. If it's going forever to the negative side, it's going to negative infinity because it's going forever. And if I look on the right side, it's also going on and on and on and on forever. The more you go to the right is the more positive you're getting. All right? So I would be going to positive infinity. All right? So I would say when I look from left to right, it's going from negative infinity to positive infinity. So it would be not A, not B, not C, but D. All right? So the answer for this would have been D. Okay? So again, the answer for this part would have been D because when you look from left to right, you're starting all the way to the left and you're going all the way to the right. So you're starting all the way at negative infinity, going all the way to positive infinity. All right. So what about range? Okay. Range, however, are not your x values, but your y values. All right. So you're not going to look left to right. You're going to look up and down. So again, you're not going to look left to right. You're going to look up. So you're not going to look left to right. Sorry about that. Move this over. So it shifted a little bit, guys, so bear with me. All right, so you're going to look up. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, guys, just bear with me. This question started glitching out, all right, and it's still kind of glitching, all right? So again, your range, so let's try again, guys. Your range is still glitching out, all right? Your range, you'll calculate by going up or down, all right? So essentially, I'm looking at this graph right here. So I'm looking at this graph, and I'm looking as it's going up. Oh, sorry, as it's going up, because it's still glitching, guys. So as I'm going up and down, but if you realize it's neither going up or down, all right. So that means your range is not changing; it's staying constant, all right, and it's staying constant at y equal 4, all right. So this would be what the answer would be, all right. So the answer for that part would be, so the answer for this next box down here, all right, would be B. All right. So again, guys, this started glitching towards the end.